Okay, moving on to the next example. So order the numbers from least to greatest. This is the second example. So for this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the numbers that they give you and put them in decimal form. That way you can more easily compare them. So in looking at this first one, we've got 7/5. So if you plug that into your calculator, 7 divided by 5, it comes out to be 1.4. So that's the first one. Then the next one is -3/5. So I'm going to type that in, -3 divided by 5. That comes out to be -0.6. So I'm going to write it as -0.6 just because it helps us to compare a little bit better, like we have the same place values present. Then we've got 3 divided by 4, which is 0.75. Or you could think about it in terms, if you have 3/4, you have 75 cents, kind of like that. And then finally, the last one is -6/5. -6 divided by 5 is going to give us -1.2. Now, just to make it a little bit easier to see, 7/5 was 1.4, -3/5 was -0.6, 3/4 was 0.75, and then finally -6/5 was -1.2. So now that we have them and we've changed them into decimals, our job is to rank them, and we are going, it says, from least to greatest. So we need the smallest number, and I should have done this with the 0.75, but I didn't. It's actually 0.75, so I'm just going to put that 0 to hold the place so that we can better compare. So looking at this, the smallest number here is a -1.2. So this is the smallest, so that's going to come first. And then we have another negative number. It's 0.6. So this is the second one. So as the numbers increase with the negative in front of it, that makes them smaller. As they decrease, that makes them bigger. I know that that's a confusing concept. On the other side of the 0, obviously, as the numbers increase, they just get bigger. So 0.75 would be the next largest, and that would leave 1.4 as our largest. Now, we want to write our answer in the correct order now. So the first one that we're writing is this -6/5. That's the first one. Then we want to write the second one that we ranked. So we've got -3/5. Then following that is the third one. So that's going to be 3/4. And then finally the last one is 7/5. So again, just to kind of fill you in on this process, you want to turn all of the numbers into decimals, and then you want to compare the numbers to see which ones are like bigger or smaller. So then you'll rank them. Once you've got the rank, then you can rewrite the original way that it was given to you. So that is one example. Try these other ones on your own. I will show you how to change in number 15. If you have 2 and a quarter, you need to put it in your calculator and do 2 plus parentheses 1 divided by 4. That's how you put in mixed numbers like this. So you do the whole number and then add whatever the fraction is. And you just want to make sure you put that in parentheses. So this comes out to be 2.25. I'll review how to do a square root. So if you hit the second button and then the exponent squared button, that brings the square root, and then you hit 7 and enter. So this is 2.645. 2.645, and you can write all of these out. So 751311, 751311, 7513. Oh, my memory is terrible. 1311. So that's the square root of 7. 2.3 repeated is just, it is what it is, 2.3 repeated. And then we have, again, another square root. So second, the square button, and then 8, and enter. I'm going to see if I can put them both out so that I can see both. And we'll make this a little bit wider. Oh, yeah. Okay, so 2.828427125, and it got kind of sloppy, and I apologize, but again, we can kind of show that this is the first one, this is the second one, that long one, this was the third, and this is the fourth. So in putting them in order and ranking them, they are all positive numbers. They all start with 2, so we want to move to the next place value. So that is the 10th place. So we've got a 2, which is small, a 6, that's bigger, 3 is bigger, and 8 is bigger. So this 2.2, this is the smallest. So again, comparing, we've got a 6, a 3, and an 8. 3 is the smallest of those 3, so that's our second. And then between a 6 and an 8, a 6 is smaller, so this has to come next. And then finally this one. So we are going to put them in order. So the first one was 2 1/4. The next one was 2.3 repeat. Then the third one was the square root of 7, and then follow up with the square root of 8. Okay, we'll have to do one more video to get you an example of how to do 19 through 22.